and Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Oh, you still got that hockey cracking?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
That's crazy. I got Adrian Colbert over here in Miami. And I had him
so they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And he's a 68 overall right now.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Undercut. Check 24, check 24. Strong right. 36.
A give right side now to Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got you.
2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy.
Yeah, that's what I want the Redskins, bro. Playing with them in WW32, yeah, that definitely did it.
Throwing the ball, but in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
I feel that. Yeah, I already know I ain't gonna get him in there. In one league, though, I'm gonna need him. Probably an R. I might go from an R.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5.
Way to get it out of there.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
Got that bitch away.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. This is Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 2. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down now, it's Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Hey, exit.
You played
And that'll set them back 5.
I don't think you had me in a perfect defense for that route you was about to run.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Love. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
That's the way. That's the end of the first quarter. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Close. Give me that ball. Hey, Delta. Give me that ball, defense. 52 is the mic. Right here.
A shotgun snap for Love. He finds his target, John Brown. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Come. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch it.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 25. Check 25.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Sponge, 11. Bravo.
Now Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Yeah, I gotta put somebody else there.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
And that's where he was playing at. But the way that ball came out, should have been able to break on that bitch. Fucking horrible.
Out of the gun, Love. And Diggs has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses. Over out of bounds.
Gain of 16 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Nope.
Night, sweetheart. Alert flare. Shoot. Showing up. Hey, watch it. Hey, good. That's the one.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Love. Flush to his right.
Come on.
Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Come on. Hey, Haywood. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Mike 52. Hey, watch the lane.
Third and long. It's locked. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 5.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
50's a month. 50's a month. Get that quarterback.
He'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is caught at the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, 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 hey.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Bills nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
You want a game?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'll say, nigga, go ahead and change Tanner for me while you over here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Locke. And that's complete to Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Locke.
Thank you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One block away from being up out of here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check out. Line 40. Check 52 to Mike. Mexico. 12. Switch on Travis. Switch. Shift. Watch the shift.
On first down, it's Hunt, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Come get 11B. He don't want it. Check. Check 9.
They'll run again with Hunt. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, orbit. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 11.
Here we go on 4th. Luck. The open man is Smith. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Check the backer. Close. 51. Watch the out. 22 jet bomber.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time.
Look at the jump.
Picked off at the 13, the 40, 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Sanders on for the extra point.
Shit out of that route.
And it is now 21-0.
That's crazy.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You want Bosa now or at the deadline?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back in.
Back and be ready to make the catch.
Here we go. Set. Come off the ball.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Matt Milano. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Looking to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. He was looking for Parker that time. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. It's complete to Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Love. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Love.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Stand up in. Jim.
This is Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 5 now. Luck. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Luck got him in. It's Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bills' 31-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? And they see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, here's Locke. He finds his target, John Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Locke. And Diggs has it. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert enough? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run again with Breida. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Mexico.
Here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. One last throw here for Luck. And he's able to find Diggs. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.